You know how a ball, it has to continue to bounce to get a higher bounce. The harder you bounce it back onto the floor as the support, the higher it'll bounce up. All right, guys, welcome to Crypto Price Alerting. No! Altcoin ETFs are here now. ETH ETF is blowing up. Solana has got approved for its ETF. What's his name? XRP got approved for their ETFs, right? You got Injective, you got Avalanche. I mean, you got everything. They all getting ETFs now. So now, altcoin ETFs are here. So what is next? Now, there is a flood, an influx of this institutional money that's going to flood into the digital currency space, the crypto market. All of these altcoins that all of these institutional Fortune 500 companies, right, are investing, as well as these brokerage firms and all of these like Charles Schwab and all of these companies, these pension funds, these retirement 401k accounts, all of these trillions, billions and trillions of dollars will be flooding in to our cryptocurrency space because now the altcoin ETFs are being accepted into the financial sector because under the new administration of the United States government, we have new regulations, crypto regulations that passed the Genius Act and so forth. So now cryptocurrency is finally seen as a legal financial tool or market that is accepted by all corporations worldwide now. So because of that, there's going to be trillions of dollars flooded into the space. So now that this has happened, what happens next? The first thing I want to point out is that retraces will happen. They call pullbacks, all right? Retraces mean the price will go down as well. Now, pullbacks or retraces are ideal for crypto prices. They are ideal because it allows the crypto prices to move higher, okay? It has to retrace and then go up more. It's like a step ladder. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down. It's like a bounce. You know how a ball, it has to continue to bounce to get a higher bounce. The harder you bounce it back onto the floor as the support, the harder it bounces to that support, that floor, the higher it'll bounce up to get through the resistance, the ceiling, okay? So pullbacks, retraces are actually pretty healthy. So now, what's coming next? There's going to be an influx of money, that's liquidity, okay? And with this influx of liquidity, it's going to bring volatility. The volatility, like a volcano type of thing, right? I'm trying to find the words for the newer people to understand. So now, the volatility is like a chaos. It's like a shaking, a stir in the waters, right? Liquidity means money is coming in. It's liquid, a lot of liquid money, okay? Or negative liquidity is coming out, selling, buys and sells, bulls and bears, right? So with all of this altcoin ETFs now getting SEC approval, becoming legal to operate in the United States in the financial sector, floods of liquidity, money will be flooding. And it's going to make the space volatile, okay? Now, but this is ideal. The reason why retraces, when a flood of money come up and the price goes up, why it's healthy for it to drop back down, a pullback, is because this helps reset the positioning and sentiment, okay? With the retrace or the pullback, it resets the volatility. It resets, it restructures. It makes the rallies, the continued growth, sustainable. And with this, it results in higher highs as it hits the floor, goes up, comes down, don't quite hit that low, goes up even higher, don't quite, right? So this pullback or retraces are healthy, okay, for sustaining higher highs, okay? These reset the positions and the sentiment. You have options traders who put leverage, borrowed money, right? They might have $1,000 and borrow 10 times it and trade at 10,000, or borrow 100 times and trade at $100,000, right? When they really only got 1,000. Now, these are called long positions. Some are called, well, puts and stays. Some are called short positions, where you do the same leverage, but you betting that the price is going to go down. So it's a multiplied position. These position, longs and shorts, they're set. They're like a guesstimate that the price is going to go here, right? So you have a lot of money, billions of dollars that the price will go here. Then you have billions of dollars on the short that the price is going to drop here. These positions be filled up or down. So if the price goes up and you betted that it was long, it'll fill your order, right? Like you won the bet that was going to go up, so you get that money. And the person who bet that the price was going to go down, when it hits their price, it goes above where their resistance price, where it liquidates them out. They get wiped. They lost the bet, so to say, right? So this is a repositioning, and the sentiment. This is how the game of the volatility of the financial sector is won and lost. This is how the stock exchange works. People bet bets that the price of futures, the price of gold, the price of money, the dollar, the price of whatever is going to go up, and others say it's going to go down. Puts and stays, longs and shorts, and they do leverage. This is what Wall Street is about. These are what funds and brokerages, this is what the financial sector is all about. It's the same in digital currency. So the pullbacks are ideal. So altcoin ETFs are here. What comes next? A lot of liquidity, trillions of dollars, a lot of volatility, and pullbacks, ebbs and flows, okay? Now, what is not ideal is that cryptocurrency retraces and pullbacks are often accompanied by a large amount of liquidations of those people who bet that the price would go up. They call long positions, long liquidations. And what that does, it'll cause some people to sell their crypto, force selling, their panic, all right? And that will cause the price to fall more than people expected it in the short term. And then this causes more panic, okay? And that is especially when the market is actually experiencing lower lows. This happened just a few weeks ago. Today is July 28th, 2025. If you look at your market about a week ago, everything was dropping down. I got another lesson gonna come about that, because a crypto whale, I think, sold about $9 billion, 80,000 crypto that he had since the early days of Bitcoin, all right? He unleashed that onto the market, and it dropped. The crypto price went down to about 115,000, where it was ranging about 118, 19, 20. And what that did, it forced, that wasn't a liquidation, but that sell caused some people to panic. But in the past, that would have dropped the price even more. But because Bitcoin, and because now altcoin, there we go, since we are in this new era of digital currency, and even altcoin ETFs are being accepted as trading financials, then the market is so much stronger now that these big things don't have too much of an impact. Before, it used to tank the price and people would panic and they would start selling and it would drop lower and lower and lower. And then the real institutions, the real whales, the real people with the real money, they'll buy the price much lower. That's what I was training to do in my investment group as well, over on my Patreon, and training myself as well to buy when everyone panics, when the price is really low. It's hard to do, but it's the smartest investors. Buy when everything is low, when everybody's in fear, when everybody's panicking, and then take profits when everything is at the top, when everybody's eating, everybody's all all fat and healthy in the market, thinking we're going to the moon and all that. Take your profits. Okay. Now I'm gonna teach y'all is a way that you can not panic when these things happen. They have a saying in the crypto space, and that saying is, when in doubt, zoom out. Now what that means is, if you see the market, you see something happen, right, in the market, and you get a strong pullback, a strong retrace, right? And your first thing should be going to look at the cryptocurrency news or watch this channel or something, because I'll be updating, right? I'm gonna start doing a lot more videos now. I'll be updating what's happening. First thing is to try to find out what's happening in the market. What made it retrace, because it's always something that made it, especially if it drops a lot, right? Now, what I'm gonna teach you to do is what you can do before you panic and start selling is, when in doubt, zoom out. What that means is, you look at the chart, and instead of you having it on the 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, 15-minute chart, you zoom out to a day chart, okay? Or you can even zoom out to a weekly chart, but a day chart should be good enough. See, when you're looking at a 1 minute chart, when you're trading, it's everything that's happening within 1 minute. You're looking at 15 minutes, it's within the 15-minute frame. That's zoomed in, that's the micro. When these things happen, before you panic and start selling and doing all this stuff, you need to zoom out. Go out to the day chart. You click on the day chart and you'll zoom. And what you'll see is, you'll see the pattern of the coin wherever you're in. You'll see it's on an upward trend. When you zoom in on a 15-minute chart, it could be down and looking like it's in the red, and the volume is down and everything, right? Your EMI is down and everything is down. These are your indicators, your trading indicators. They are down, right? This is technical analysis. This is how you trade. I know I'm a trader, so I'm teaching you the news, right? But I can teach you what to look for when you don't even know how to actually do day trading and stuff, right? So anyway, when you're zoomed in with a 1 minute chart or a 15-minute chart, you can be really bearish. And then it could have you, oh my goodness, everything is, it then crossed over, my EMA 2050, like things, my super trend, things crossed over. I need to get out. But if you zoom out and go to the day chart, you'll see you're still on the upward trend. It didn't cross over on the day chart. It means hold. It means don't panic. You're panicking for no reason. If anything, as the people panic and the price go down, buy more. You see, if anything, buy more. Because when you zoom out, you can see that this is just a pullback, right? A retrace. And these are ideal for the new reset of the positioning and the sentiment. It makes the rally that's gonna come sustainable. And it's going to result in the price going higher and higher, okay? All right, barring some fundamental news of a world, a nuclear bomb dropped or something, right? Barring any of those fundamental news, catastrophes, right? And with those, I'm gonna teach you how to set your stop losses. So if any catastrophes ever happen, your stop loss will get you out until things correct, all right? And then you can buy it after, as whatever news happened, once they bought you out, you can buy those lower lows, those real lows, and get some real profit. All right, so whenever in doubt, zoom out on your chart, okay? Now, this goes even with more than $1 billion long liquidations. Means even though you got $1 billion of these bets that said the price is going to go up, and it went it went down, and they got liquidated, right? And so it caused a lot of money to come out, and it looks like the price is going to fail. Even with more than $1 billion in long liquidations, when you zoom out on the chart, you will see that most of the cryptocurrencies continue to be in a clear upward trend. But if you were zoomed in, it looked like panic. It looked like there's no upward trend. It looked like a downward trend and everything because of that $1 billion long liquidation. These happen. That's why, when in doubt, you zoom out. Recently, the stock exchange have been hitting all-time highs. So this is suggesting that we're in an overall bullish upward trend, macro, big picture backdrop, zoomed out. So with that, logically, this suggests that the long liquidation, let's say if it happened to get liquidated, which caused the price to fall, are not only a factor that's specific to crypto, but it's a factor that's likely to be resolved when the price continues to climb higher afterwards. Only time that's different is if there's something, like I said, tragic news, bearish macro catalyst. See, some type of bomb drop, some type of crazy macro on a big scale news. All right, that happened. All right. Now, if you look at when that Bitcoin whale sold about $9 million, this happened last week on the Galaxy network, that he'd been holding back since the 2011, 12, right? He cashed out a big payday, right? If you could see from when it dropped down to about 115 Bitcoin and the other coins dropped, right? Even XRP went all the way down, and I got some, went down to about 290, right? It was at all-time high, 365, right? This all happened in a couple of days. If you see that right now, you see all those liquidations which caused the price to fall, you see that it's resolved right now. You see that whatever result that happened from that sale, the market has recovered. It started a rally again. And now, right now, Bitcoin is back at it was just at 119. ETH is at almost 4,000. And ETH went all the way back down to, I think, 36, 35. So they passed the Genius Act, right? But right now, what's coming, this is our news for this week. We have a lot of bullish news for this week. They have innovation exemption. The Security and Exchange Commissions of America has an innovation exemption order, which is on the front to be passed. This would basically legalize everything in crypto in the United States, at least for a limited amount of time. This innovation exemption, and with Trump going to be taking the taxes away, all of these legalized industries or legalized entities that are being birthed in the government is making everything in our crypto on the macro bullish. That's why you have to zoom out and don't panic on the short, right? Because you'll panic. Oh, it's dropping, my money dropped. Oh, panic. Oh, let me sell and everything. And then it goes higher. And then now you're trying to get it back and it don't go back there because we're in a bull phase. All right. Now, and this bull phase ain't the same as the other bull phase. Watch one of my new videos that's coming out about this phase. This is a new thing that we're in right now. All right. Now, the SEC is doing the innovation exemption, which is basically going to legalize everything in crypto in the United States. And with it, the SEC is making progress of all of their crypto-friendly initiatives. Now, another thing to watch out for in the news this week, on the macro scale, the big picture, the one to watch this week is the Fed's next meeting. That's going to take place 2 days from now. Wednesday, July 30th. Today is Monday, July 28th. Most of the analysts are saying that the Fed will not change the interest rate. But some are saying that Jerome Powell is going to lower the interest rate. The United States will officially implement its tariffs on foreign countries. So, as well as the unemployment rate being announced on Friday, August 1st, on Friday, August 1st, the United States will officially implement their tariff taxes on foreign countries. In the shorter term, the key trend to watch is the slow rotation from Bitcoin into Ethereum. This is another macro trend to watch. All right, Crypto Growth Security, I'll see you on the next one. We out. This is not financial advice, guys. Remember, love the Most High, y'all. We out. Let go.